Exodus chapter 8. The plague of frogs. 1. The Lord said to Moses, Go to Pharaoh and tell him that thus saith the Lord, Let my people go that they may worship me. 2. If you don't want to let him go, I'll send a plague of frogs over all his territory. 3. The Nile will become infested with frogs. They will go up and into your palace, your room, and even your bed. They will also be in the houses of their counselors and their people, inside their kilns and in their kneaders. 4. The frogs will rise on you, on your advisors, and on your people. 5. Then the Lord said to Moses, Tell Aaron to stretch out his hand with his rod over the rivers, the canals, and the dams, and raise frogs from them over the land of Egypt. 6. So Aaron stretched out his hand over the waters of Egypt, and the frogs went up and covered the land of Egypt. 7. But the Magi did the same thing through their occult sciences. They raised frogs over the land of Egypt. 8. Pharaoh sent for Moses and Aaron and said, Pray to the Lord that he will take these frogs from me and my people. Then I will let the people go and offer sacrifices to the Lord. 9. Moses said to Pharaoh, Yours is the honor to tell me when I should pray for you, for your counselors, and for your people, that you and your houses may be free from the frogs and that only those that are in the river will be left. 10. Tomorrow, said Pharaoh. Moses answered, It will be as you say, that you may know that there is no one like the Lord our God. 11. The frogs shall leave thee, thy houses, thy counselors, and thy people. There will be only those left in Rio. 12. After Moses and Aaron left Pharaoh's presence, Moses cried out to the Lord because of the frogs he had sent over Pharaoh. 13. And the Lord granted Moses' request. The frogs that were in the houses, in the courtyards and in the fields died. 14. They were gathered in heaps, and so the earth stinked. 15. But when Pharaoh realized that there was relief, he stubbornly broke into his heart and listened no more to Moses and Aaron, as the Lord had said. The plague of lice. 16. Then the Lord said to Moses, Tell Aaron to stretch out his rod and smite the dust of the earth, and the dust will turn into lice all over the land of Egypt. 17. So they did, and when Aaron stretched out his hand and with the rod smote the dust of the earth, lice appeared on men and animals. All the dust of all the land of Egypt turned into lice. 18. But when the magicians tried to bring lice through their occult sciences, they failed. And lice infested men and animals. 19. The Magi said to Pharaoh, This is the finger of God. But Pharaoh's heart remained hardened, and he would not listen to them, as the Lord had said. The plague of flies. 20. Then the Lord said to Moses, Get up early and present yourself to Pharaoh when he is going to the waters. Tell him that thus saith the Lord, Let my people go that they may worship me. 21. If you don't let my people go, I will send swarms of flies to attack you, your advisors, your people, and your homes. The houses of the Egyptians and the ground on which they tread will be filled with flies. 22. But on that day I will treat differently the land of Goshen, where my people dwell. No swarm of flies will be there, that you may know that I, the Lord, am on this earth. 23. I will distinguish between my people and yours. This miraculous sign will happen tomorrow. 24. And so did the Lord. Great swarms of flies invaded Pharaoh's palace and the homes of his advisors, and throughout Egypt the land was ruined by the flies. 25. Then Pharaoh sent for Moses and Aaron and said, Go and offer sacrifices to your God, but do not leave the country. 26. "That would not be sensible," replied Moses. "The sacrifices we offer to the Lord our God are sacrilege to the Egyptians. If we offer sacrifices that seem to them sacrilege, won't that lead them to stone us?" 27. We will travel 3 days in the wilderness, and we will offer sacrifices to the Lord our God as he commands us. 28. Pharaoh said, "I will let you go and offer sacrifices to the Lord your God in the wilderness, but don't stray too far and pray for me too." 29. Moses replied, "As soon as I leave your presence, I will pray to the Lord, and tomorrow the swarms of flies will leave Pharaoh, your counselors, and your people. But let Pharaoh not again act with falsehood, preventing the people from offering sacrifices to the Lord." 30. Then Moses came out of Pharaoh's presence and prayed to the Lord. 31. And the Lord answered his request. The flies left Pharaoh, his counselors, and his people. Not a single fly was left. 32. But also this time the Pharaoh was obstinate in his heart and did not let the people leave.